Hello everyone. So welcome to today's video. So today we'll be talking about a very non-academic thing, sort of a very important point in INICET prep. That is how many questions to attempt in INICET. Now, first of all, give me a quick thumbs up that I'm audible and that I'm visible, both on YouTube and Telegram. Please, somebody unmute yourself and tell me.
Yes, sir, it's audible.
All right. Okay, great. Yeah. So we'll I'll do the talk for a little while. So around 5 10 minutes, I'll start this session and then I'll take your queries, right? Because I think that is more important. All those students who have joined us, it is more important that your queries get solved, right? So let's first start with what I have to say and then we'll talk about what you have to say. Okay. So how many questions to attempt in this INICET? I think a very basic questions. All of you know this. I'm just reiterating the fact. So your earlier exam used to happen in one single block of 200 questions to be done in 180 minutes, right? 3 hours का exam होता है, 200 questions होते हैं, but now you have the same duration in blocks, each block of 50 questions. So you have 4 blocks in total. So per block you have 50 questions each, which are to be done in around 45 minutes, right? Now, I want you to finish these questions in 40 minutes and not 45 minutes. I think few of the students are also joining in now. Do you want me to wait for 5 minutes? Anish, tell me, do you want me to wait or should I continue?
You can continue, sir. We are recording the lecture. We will share the recording.
All right. So, continuing, I was saying that 50 questions are to be done in 45 minutes according to the timer, but I want you to be a little faster. Finish these questions in 40 minutes, okay? So that you have 5 minutes to review your marked question, marked for review option. You can review in the 5 minutes. Now, I don't want you to even revise it in 5 minutes. I want you to revise it in 4 minutes because I want you guys to relax for 1 minute before your next block starts, right? So that is very important. So I want you to finish everything in 40 minutes, a single go, and then revise everything in the next 5 minutes. That is very important. So if I break it down further, 50 questions, 40 minutes. So in 10 minutes, you should be at 12th question, 12 to 13th question. Okay. Mota mota. 13th question ideally at 10 minutes timer. So timer is running. 10 minutes over, you should be at 12th question. That means that you are going at a good pace. You won't be rushing towards the end. That is a very, very important point, right? So 12 questions in 10 minutes. That is the target. Now, how many to mark for review? Because you have only 5 minutes to review these questions. So maximum, I would say, don't mark more than 6 questions for review, right? Why am I saying 6 questions? Because these marked for review question will be those which you have a little doubt in. You need to think for a little while. And hence, I'm assuming you'll take around 45 seconds to 50 seconds in solving each marked for review question. So that means in the next 5 minutes, you can only review 6 questions. So don't mark a lot of questions for review. I think 6 is a good number. And that means that in your first attempt, you have to mark a lot of questions. Out of 50, if I were to attempt at least 47 per block, and where is this 47 number coming from? So out of 200 questions, if you want to get a top 10,000 rank, you have to attempt ideally more than 190 questions in total and minimum 185 questions in total, right? That means per block you have 47 questions which you have to attempt, right? 3 questions you can leave. 3 into 4 is 12. That makes it total attempt of 188, which is a good attempt. Ideally 190 plus hona chahiye, 188 bhi ho right, so good attempt. So out of 50 questions in a block, you have to attempt 47 questions minimum. Mark for review honge 6 maximum. So in the first read, how many questions you have to cover? You have to cover at least 40 to 41 questions in your first read. So first attempt has to be the best attempt. Go with your gut feeling. If you are able to rule out at least one option in your first attempt, mark that question. ठीक है, 2 ऑप्शन रूल आउट है तो मार्क करना ही करना है. 1 भी अगर रूल्ड आउट है तो इधर रिव्यू कर लो बट ट्राई टू मार्क इट because you don't have a lot of time, and go in the sequence. ठीक है, don't first think कि मैं सारे one liner करते रहूँगा and then I'll come back because it takes a lot of time. You know, personally, this is what I do. Again, some of the students might differ in this strategy, but go in the sequence, don't skip. And in this sequence, you will come across some long stem questions, some image based questions. So, how to go about them? So, for a long stem question, first read the last line of that question, then see the options, and then see the rest of the question overall. So you'll get to see, okay, what is being asked. And accordingly, you can highlight the buzzwords in the long stem when you review that question. ठीक है, so long stem question को 2 बार पढ़ना पड़ेगा. पहले last line we'll read the options, and then come back and read the entire question. And for image-based questions, first read the options, then see the image. Don't see the image directly. So by reading the options, you'll get to know कि अच्छा अगर HRCT chest दे रखा है and options में there are granuloma, aspergillus, there is TB or there is virus, you're looking at an infection. So automatically tumor वाली etiology आपके दिमाग में नहीं आएगी. So it narrows down your differential diagnosis and your eyes see what the mind knows. So first options, then image, and then the question for a long stem question. Now, why am I saying that attempt high, negative marking hai, but the negative marking is -1/3. It works in your favor. Okay. What has happened? I think there is some problem. All right. So I'll continue this continue this video on YouTube. I think we are live on YouTube. So let me continue it there. So I was saying that the scoring is such that there is +1 and -1/3. So it works in your favor. If you are able to eliminate even one option attempt, because you know the probability, if you look at the probability, and I'm not sharing the maths, I've done the maths, the probability per attempt, the per attempt probability of getting the positive score is plus 0.11, right? So based upon the number of attempts and the good probability, if you are able to eliminate even one option attempt, the overall addition will be positive only. And in any case, if you're lagging behind 190, then it's a good idea to give that shot, give that question an attempt. Okay, so these were my 2 cents regarding this session, regarding how many questions to attempt. Now I'll ask all of you to please tell me what all your doubts are, because I think that is the most important part. Tell me your doubts. What are your doubts? Hi Lakshit, how are you? Okay, hi Lakshit, you're a new student. How's your preparation going? Are there any questions? Else we'll finish this session. Yeah, I think we are live again. So I think there was some problem with someone ended the video chat. I think rather than leaving, somebody ended the video chat. So yeah, it happens sometimes, but don't worry. I think we are live. So meanwhile, if you guys have any queries, you can unmute yourself and ask. Okay, Abhilash is saying that, sir, one humble request. Some students are from South India, so it's very helpful if faculty teach in English during test and discussion. Okay, all right, Abhilash. So I'll forward this message on the group so that the other faculties are also cognizant of this fact. So can we skip some minor subjects for INICET, which are? So ideally, no. But you know, if you are short on time, which most of the students are, you can skip some subjects. I think anesthesia is the one you can skip. Uh, ENT, not ideally, but okay. uh, and maybe psychiatry. Only these three rest you have to study. रेडियो में मैं नहीं बोल रहा हूँ बिकॉज रेडियो से ऐसा नहीं कि मैं रेडियो पढ़ाता हूँ इसलिए नहीं बोल रहा हूँ. रेडियो से आते हैं यार 8 to 10 क्वेश्चंस कम फ्रॉम रेडियो and it helps in revising all the major subjects. So that's why I'm not saying radio, but anesthesia, yes, if you're short on time. Okay, yes, if you're short on time. Okay, how's your preparation going, Sumit? Sumit on Telegram, how's your preparation going? You can unmute yourself if you want. Vikas, how is your preparation going? Yes, Abhilash, we will start the marathon session. It will be held in October and we'll finish the marathon in 6 days. Okay, Rishika has asked one question. Good evening, sir. Should we focus on PYQs and GTs only now or even do other QBanks? So, with regards to questions, I think, uh, yes, PYQs are very, very important. At least try to do PYQs from 2017 onwards. Grant test ideally every week right now because you're fresh from NEET PG. So, give GTs every week. Now, with regards to any other QBank, I would say that add a daily custom module in your preparation. Okay, so daily 50 questions solve before sleeping, before going to bed, right? So that keeps a rolling revision going on. Okay, Grand Theft also is a source of revision, but that 50 question daily also gives a rolling revision. So please do add that in your preparation. Vidhi is saying, sir, it seems like time is running very fast. Yes, Vidhi, yes, time is indeed running very fast. That's what happens when you're preparing for an entrance exam, especially when it's less than 2 months now away now. So 9th November ko exam hai, as per the AIMS schedule. So you have less than 2 months, but I think 2 months are good, pretty good if you are on track, if you have a strategy in mind and you know what to read. Say score for this INICET again 150 plus. 150 plus, you'll get a good chance of getting a good INI. 150 plus, correct. Okay, by the way, for all of you who are online and on YouTube, so we have a test and discussion going on, test and discussion series, which is specifically for INICET. So it is by the name of Sankalp INICET batch. Okay, so it has test and discussion of all 19 subjects. So there is a schedule. You can find the schedule on the Telegram group. Along with that, you get a QBank, you get PYQs, you get grand test. At least 6 grand tests are included in this Sankalp INI-CT batch. Okay, so you can enroll it. It is only for 4,999, I think. You can enroll it, and all those test and discussions also, if you have missed, you can also watch them in the recorded form on the app. So that is about that. ईशान, हाउ इज योर प्रिपरेशन गोइंग? ईशान बंसल, कैसे चल रही है तैयारी, क्या पढ़ रहे हो? All right. So if there are no more questions, yeah.
Good evening, sir.
Hi, good evening.
Yes, sir. Your preparation is going good. Doing questions now.
Okay, great. So, any problem, any difficulty in any particular subject? All right, okay. Okay, so Yuvraj is asking, he's a final year student. He's saying that my goal, what should I do to score well in INICET NEET PG? So, final year student, only one advice, that study final year well, because you can't study final year in internship. Okay, final year is a very big, has a lot of big subjects, so you need good time to build concepts. So, in final year, try to finish obs gynae medicine, surgery, pediatrics, PSM अच्छी तरह से, very well. Okay, you should not be able to have to revise them again or do a full video revision for these major subjects in internship. Finish the final prof subjects in final year itself. Short ones, with regards to short ones, so in surgery you will have आई का हो चुका है, ENT में भी ENT भी हो चुका है, ऑफ्था, ऑर्थो, anesthesia, radio will be part of surgery, so finish that. Psyche, derma will be part of medicine, so finish that. So जो minor subjects है majors के साथ साथ, वो साथ में खत्म करना है, उसको इंटर्नशिप के लिए नहीं टालना है कि ये हम इंटर्नशिप में अच्छे से पढ़ेंगे, नहीं. इंटर्नशिप हैव टू बी डेडिकेटेड टू ईदर क्लिनिक्स, बिकॉज इफ यू हैव अ हेक्टिक इंटर्नशिप, और टू फर्स्ट एंड सेकेंड प्रॉफ सब्जेक्ट्स, बिकॉज उन सब्जेक्ट्स से ज़्यादा क्वेश्चंस आते हैं INICET में, एंड वो स्कोरिंग भी ज़्यादा है. So any other query, any other question? Thank you, Yuvraj. Yeah. So I think let's finish today's session. If there are no more queries, I'll wrap up today's session. Thank you so much for joining. And if you have any query, you can message me. You can join the Telegram group, and you can directly put questions there and tag me. I'll answer those queries. So Vikas is asking for how to retain information. So revision, the only way to retain information is revision. So if you look at the memory graph, so this is the typical uh, memory retention graph of your what you read. So if this is the upstroke is, जब आप पढ़ रहे हो तो सब कुछ याद हो रहा है. फिर जब आपने पढ़ना छोड़ दिया तो सारी चीजें you keep on forgetting, you keep on forgetting. So to change this graph from this to this, so that you keep on retaining stuff even at day 1, day 2, day 3, day 4, day 5, what you have to do, you have to add revisions here. So जब ये भूल रहा था तब एक रिवीजन ऐड करना है, फिर जब ये दोबारा भूलने लगा तो दोबारा एक रिवीजन ऐड करना है, फिर दोबारा भूलने लगा एक दोबारा रिवीजन ऐड करना है. ओके, फिर दोबारा एक रिवाइज करते रहना है. सो दो तरीके हैं रिवाइज करने के, इधर यू रिवाइज द थ्योरी योरसेल्फ, और यू रिवाइज रेट्रोग्रेडली. ठीक है, यू रिवाइज विद द हेल्प ऑफ क्वेश्चंस. So that's why I'm saying, कि add daily 50 questions का custom module, and it will really help you in your preparation, because this forgetfulness graph, if you have to make it constant, the only way is to revise, and the efficient way to revise these volatile topics is to have a custom module with 50 questions daily. Okay, so okay, thank you, Vikas. So if there are no more questions, I think we can wind up today's session. Thank you so much for joining, and I'll see you guys in the next class. You will have frequent Telegram sessions by various faculties of MedEd over the next 2 months. So जो भी कोई doubt है आप लोगों को, if you have any doubt, you can directly join these sessions. They will be held alternate days, at 8 p.m. So 8 p.m. you can mark that जो भी questions होंगे हमें, we can ask the respective faculties. So all the very best. ठीक है, and I'll see you guys in the next class.